CBS presents this program in color.
Come ride the little train that is rolling down the tracks to the junction. Forget about your cares, it is time to relax at the junction. Lots of curves, you bet, and even more when you get to the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
There's a little hotel called the Shady Rest at the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
It is run by Kate. Come and be her guest at the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
And that's Uncle Joe. He's a moving kind of slow at the junction. Petticoat Junction.
Where's Mom? In the kitchen. Mom! Mom! There you are, Mom.
Oh, you finally recognized me.
Mom, you should see what's all the excitement. Well, you should see who's coming.
Oh.
Well, I was down by the tracks, and then the train came in, and oh, that's them.
Hi.
Hello.
How do you do? Your mouths are open.
Isn't this a great little place?
Yes. I'm Oliver Wendell Douglas. And this is my wife, Lisa.
Hello.
I'm pleased to know you. I'm Kate Bradley, and these are my three daughters, Billy Joe, Betty Joe, and Bobby Joe.
Oh, you're so young to have such old daughters.
Thanks. Oh, darling.
Your dog doesn't like perfume?
Oh, would you like to register? What am I saying? You don't have to register. Billy Joe, go get number 1. It's one of our better rooms.
We're only going to stay overnight. We just bought a farm here in the valley.
Oh.
The Haney place.
The Haney place? Why is it every time we mention the Haney place, everybody says, the Haney place?
I guess it's just because everybody thinks we're so lucky. We're going to live there.
The Haney place? Well, that's fine. Fine. We're going to love having you for neighbors. Did you have any luggage?
Do they? About 40 bags. Oh, Oliver wanted me to travel light.
Well, I'll have Uncle Joe pick him up as soon as he gets back from Hooterville.
Oh, thank you.
There you are. It's right top of the stairs, turn right.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Come on, darling.
Morning, Sam.
Was till you walked in.
That's a fine way to talk to a customer.
You ain't a customer till you buy something. And the last thing you bought was a 5-cent cigar 3 months ago.
I'm trying to cut down.
Smoking or spending?
I made a picture a few years ago, Good Neighbor Sam, and it wasn't about you. Can I have my mail?
Hold it! The only one who can touch the mail is the postmaster. Get out of here. Now, may I help you?
My mail.
Just a second. Sign here.
What for?
When the court clerk shows up trying to find out why you didn't report for jury duty, I don't want you saying you never got the letter.
How did you know it was a jury notice?
It's from Pixley Superior Court, and you ain't running for judge.
Jury duty. I ain't got time to waste on jury duty.
Now, you got a million other things you can waste your time on.
Sitting around for days trying to prove some guy's a crook.
Maybe they figure it takes one to know one.
They They got a lot of nerve trying to pull this on a citizen and a taxpayer.
Citizen, maybe, but a taxpayer? Who are you kidding?
I ain't gonna do it.
Well, in that case, you better fill out a change of address form.
Huh?
Just put down county jail.
Mom, did you see that suit Mrs. Douglas is wearing? And what about that jewelry? Boy, did that dog smell good. I wonder where she got that suit. We ought to ask her what catalog she uses.
Oh, I don't think that suit came from a catalog.
Hey, what convention's staying here?
Convention?
Yeah, all them bags down the tracks.
Oh, they belong to Mr. and Mrs. Douglas.
They bought the Haney place.
The Haney place?
Yeah, Uncle Joe, would you mind going down and picking up the bags?
Yeah, I'll be glad to. Oh. I just come down from Lumbago.
How come this always happens when there's work to be done?
Does it? I never noticed. Let him carry his own bags. Any man with a weak enough brain to buy the Haney place ought to have a strong back.
Mr. Douglas is a very smart man. He's a big city lawyer.
I don't care if he... A lawyer?
Mrs. Bradley.
Mr. Douglas, are you comfortable?
Oh, very charming room.
Thank you.
Mr. Douglas, I'm Joe Carson, Kate's uncle.
Nice to meet you. I was wondering if there was someone who could help me with my luggage.
Oh, I'll be glad to help you.
What was that you were saying about lumbago?
Oh, well, you take a hot bath, and I think it'll go away, Kate. Woman suffers something awful. Let me give you a little advice, Mr. Douglas. If you're going to live around here, I wouldn't go around telling folks that I was a lawyer.
Why not?
Well, the minute they find out you're a lawyer, they're going to come running asking for free legal advice, like how to get out of jury duty, just to mention a few things. You being new around here, wanting to get in good with everybody, you probably tell them how to get out of jury duty without charging them. They ain't got no right to take advantage of you. Have you tell them how to get out of jury duty without paying for it.
If anybody should happen to come up and ask me how to get out of jury duty, I'm not going to tell them.
You wouldn't?
I believe it's every citizen's duty to serve, because the jury system is priceless heritage from English common law. It's not a duty, it's a privilege.
That's another thing. They'll be asking you how to get out of jury privilege.
The only reason a man should try to get out of jury duty is if it works a hardship on him, you know, a loss of revenue.
Loss of revenue? Oh, say, would you mind telling Kate I took a handcar to Pixley on important business?
Well, what the rest of these bags?
Oh, I don't think you can carry them all in one trip. So I told him down at the Pixley courthouse I'd suffer a loss of revenue if I had to serve on the jury.
Oh, I'm sure they would have let you out to go to the unemployment office.
I ain't got time for jury duty. I'm too busy running the hotel, cleaning up the place, doing all the chores, the heavy work only a man can take care of. I can't get away. I've got too much to do.
Why not? You've been getting away with it for years. And now, you're even getting away with jury duty.
You don't understand, Kate. That's what they call exterminating circumstances.
Mr. Frobisher, my civics teacher, says that anyone should be happy to serve on a jury.
Well, tell him to go to the Pixley County Courthouse and enjoy himself. They have an opening.
You should be ashamed of yourself, shirking your duty.
Ain't a duty, it's a privilege. It's like the right to vote. Since I've already voted, I figure I shouldn't be hogging more privileges.
Uncle Joe, according to our county law, if you don't serve on the jury, you have to get someone else to take your place.
Yeah, they told me that over at the courthouse.
A person should be proud to serve on a jury.
I figured you'd be thinking that way, Kate.
What's that?
Be at the Pixley Courthouse at 9 o'clock in the morning. So before you leave, I'll give you a little jurisprudence. When you get in that jury box, don't listen to the lawyers or the judge. Keep your eye on the prisoner. If you see him squirming, you know he's guilty.
Mm-hmm. Just like you did when you handed me the jury notice. Now, girls, while I'm gone, Betty Joe, you take care of the lobby and the front porch. Bobby Joe, you take care of the kitchen and the dining room. And Billy Joe, you take care of the upstairs hall and the bedrooms. And Uncle Joe, you take care of the front desk.
That mean I'm in charge of the petty cash box?
Right, and I have the key. Now, is everything all clear?
Kate, will you stop worrying?
I'm not worrying.
After all, I'll be here.
I'm worrying. Catching cold. Oh, how sweet.
Have a nice trip, Mom.
Oh, thank you.
We'll miss you.
Thank
And don't worry.
Bless your heart. You shouldn't have. Well, goodbye, girls. Goodbye, take care of yourselves, you hear? Good girls now. Bye, Uncle Joe. And remember now, no tears.
Yes, Mama. Bye, Mom.
We interrupt our musical program for an important announcement. The lucky ticket holder is Joe Carson of the Shady Rest Hotel. If you just
Billy, come here, quick!
receive
Uncle Joe, wake up!
All right, Kate, I'll cut the wood in a minute.
Get up!
Shady Rest. It's shady, all right, but a fella sure can't get any rest around here.
What's happening? Uncle Joe, you just won the raffle.
I did?
A television set.
I did?
They announced your name over the radio from Bixley. Oh, boy, a TV set. Oh, wait.
Now maybe you'll all quit complaining about me not doing any work around here. While you've been fiddling around with the household chores, I've been out getting us a TV set. Guess I better start putting the aerial up. You'll probably send a set out sometime today.
Oh, they won't be sending it over, Uncle Joe. They said for you to go over and present your ticket in person by noon tomorrow.
Gee, Uncle Joe, do you think there's any chance it might be a color set?
Well, if it ain't, we can paint it. Doggone ticket.
What's wrong, Uncle Joe?
I can't find the raffle ticket.
Well, where'd you put it?
If I knew where I put it, I wouldn't be looking every place where I didn't put it.
Well, maybe we can find it. Me too.
Come on, you. You want to watch Lassie, you better keep looking.
Uncle Joe, let's go back to the very beginning, when you bought the ticket, and try to remember if anything unusual happened.
Let's see. In the first place, I sneaked the money out of the petty cash.
Nothing unusual so far.
Well, I put in an IOU.
Then what happened?
Then I bought the rifle ticket, and I hid it in a suitcase.
What suitcase?
The one your mother took to Pixley. Pixley? I gotta go all the way to Pixley to get that ticket.
You've got until tomorrow, Uncle Joe, and Mom may be back tonight.
Yeah. You girls better start fixing this place up before she gets here.
Well, aren't you going to help us?
Look, I remembered where the ticket was. The least you girls can do is remember where this stuff belongs.
Hello, Joe. What do you know?
Where's Kate? Why is she taking so long to get off the train?
It always takes longer for someone to get off of a train when they ain't on it.
What do you mean?
Kate won't be home tonight.
Ain't the trial over?
The trial's over, but now the jury's got to start deliberating. They got the jury locked up.
I always thought they locked up the prisoner.
How long is she going to be locked up?
Could be a day, could be a week.
A week? Take me to Pixley.
Guilty. Not guilty. 3 bunches of carrots, 4 grapefruit, and pick up Jake's pants at the cleaners. Oh, guilty. Well, that brings the score, I mean the count, up to 7 guilty, 4 not guilty, and 1 I ain't saying.
Well, we're going to have to start all over reviewing the case.
Oh, Kate, I can't stay here all night. My cows are going to need milking.
I thought you got one of those new electric milking machines.
Well, I do. But the cows don't know how to turn it on.
Hey, I still don't think he's guilty. Why, that robbery took place at 5th and Main at 10 o'clock. And he's got 2 people who swear that he was home at that time.
Yeah, his mother and his father.
His mother and father are honest people.
But if they're so honest, how come they got a criminal for a son?
Well, come on now, let's all start all over again. We got to review the case, we got to vote some more, and we got to come out even this time.
No, we just have to start reviewing the thing once more, talking about it.
Hi, Henry.
Oh, hi, Joe.
Hiya, buddy. How's things going in there?
You ever try to get 12 people to agree on anything? And 4 of them women? What are you doing at the courthouse?
I gotta talk to Kate. It's a matter of life and death.
You can't talk to Kate until they reach a verdict. You can get 5 years for tampering with a jury.
But this ain't about the case.
Sorry, you can't talk to a juror while she's locked up.
Can't you let her out on bail or take a message to her?
No messages either. Now beat it.
I don't understand it. Guy puts on a policeman's uniform, right away starts acting like a cop.
Guilty. That makes 10 guilty, 2 not guilty. So we'll just have to review the facts again. If you will remember, and of course you were all there at the time, according to the district attorney, there is no question that the evidence is overwhelming in favor of conviction.
I don't understand is why there weren't any fingerprints.
Well, there's got to be a logical answer to that. Maybe there weren't any fingerprints because he was wearing gloves.
I don't care whether he's innocent or guilty. All I know is I'm starving.
The bailiff is sending out for hamburgers.
Well, we're going to be locked up together much longer. You better tell him to hold the onions.
You still hanging around the courthouse?
Yeah, thinking of taking up law.
You're not supposed to loiter.
I got a right to be in the courthouse. I pay taxes.
The taxes you pay entitles you to about 30 seconds.
Hey, Henry, you remember all the fun we used to have bowling on Monday nights? You were the best.
No loitering.
Come to think about it, you weren't such a hot bowler after all.
Hi, Henry. How's it going in there?
The way it's going is that they're liable to be locked up for a couple of weeks.
Well, it figures. We can't even get together on the order. One wants relish, hold a pickle. One wants pickle, hold a relish. A few onions on the side. One wants rare, and one wants well. And the chef wants it quick. You better take this grub in, Henry.
Yeah, sit here.
I'll pick it up in about an hour.
Okay, Pete, thanks.
Right.
Well, we finished 8 ballots, and it's still 1 against 11 for guilty.
Well, don't look at me. We could reach a decision in 2 minutes if you all weren't so dat-burned stubborn.
Okay, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. I just hope that you know what you're doing.
I didn't order relish.
Mine's one with a relish.
Myrtle?
How's the hamburger?
Delicious.
listen. Tastes like they grilled the meat while it was still in the bag.
Well, looks like you and me ain't going to be watching television after all. What kind of a law is it that says an honest person can't tamper with a jury? Hey, you're not a person. Nothing says you can't tamper. Hey, you play your cards right and you'll be watching Lassie after all. Come on. I think my suspenders will hold you. Let's go over your instructions again. You're supposed to see that Kate gets this note and nobody else. You understand? Good. Now, you do that good job, you'll have it made. You won't have to spend night after night chasing skunks. You can sit in front of the television like a gentleman and watch them dog food commercials. Now, here's the note.
8 guilty, 9 guilty, 10 guilty, 11 guilty, 12 innocent. Oh, Ed, why don't you give in?
Me? Well, now, why don't you all give in?
Kate,
Yes, Myrtle.
what's the dog doing in the fireplace?
Now, Myrtle, we're all getting a little tired, but you're starting to see things.
I'm seeing a dog. Kate, is that your dog?
Where did you come from? Now, come on, get out there. Uncle Joe!
Well, who did you expect? Santa Claus! When they yanked on the rope, I fell down the chimney so fast I felt like a paratrooper that left his chute in the plane. I didn't mind the fall so much, it was a sudden stop.
And then what happened, Uncle Joe?
Well, they threw me out before I had a chance to ask Kate where the ticket was. Well, pretty soon they'll be calling my name. I won't be there. Tonight, some guy I don't even know will be watching my television set.
Well, maybe you'll win another raffle someday, Uncle Joe.
Not likely. As the Weather Bureau says, you don't get hit twice with the same hunk of lightning.
Guess what? I just heard on the radio that the trial's over and the jury's been released.
If Kate comes right back, I can get the ticket from her, hop on the train, and be in there and claim my TV set.
Suppose she doesn't come right back.
I'll jump off that bridge when I get to it.
Oh, hi, Charles. I sure missed you. Thank you, Uncle. Good to see you.
Uncle Joe, what are you doing?
I've got it. Floyd, tell Charlie to get up steam. I've got to get back right away.
Get back where? Would somebody please tell me what's going on?
I won a raffle. I have to be there by 12 o'clock to claim it.
Oh, what'd you win?
A television set.
I wouldn't rush if I were you.
What are you talking about?
Well, you know that jury I was on? We convicted a man of burglary.
Well, so what? Charlie, get this thing to moving.
You know what he stole?
I ain't interested.
He stole a television set.
Ain't I? Television set?
Now you're getting interested? He sold a lot of raffle tickets on a set that he didn't have. And then he thought that was dishonest. So he went out and he stole a set. Uncle Joe, that ticket's still valuable. You see, Mr. Frisbee at the appliance store is going to put the set in his window. And all the people that bought tickets can stand outside and watch. Come on.
Junction. This has been a Filmway.